And we're going to open it up with the ancestor song. As always, we always honor the ancestors. And the interpretation of this song is, oh my ancestors, listen to my heart. Oh, my ancestors, here's my heart. And then after the honoring song, then we'll do the actual blessing. Tairano Ganesho Neshon Tairano Ganesho Neshon Naha Kwanesho Naha Kwahe Naha Kwanesho Naha Kwahe Tairano Ganesho Neshon Tairano Ganesho Neshon Naha Kwanesho Naha Kwahe Naha Kwanesho Naha Kwahe Tairano Ganesho Neshon Tairano Ganesho Neshon Naha Kwanesho Naha Kwahe Naha Kwanesho Naha Kwahe Tairano Ganesho Neshon Tairano Ganesho Neshon Naha Kwanesho Naha Kwahe Naha Kwanesho Naha Kwahe. Many Horara, Many Horara, Many Horara, Many Horara. Equanish, Equashem, the Hovilahon. The Tamikaro Akana, Getame Ashawud, Tukovar, Ishawud. Hotel Payas, Ata Horoid, the Bar Yoko. Webwood, the Bar Yoko, the Total Horoid. Hotel Payas, Oversets, Tanga, Tabagamba, Yoko, the Tata Rumata Horoid. Do Mama get a head with Nyok Chuit. Toy Mama Quais Par Akihin. Hutupias Outores, Tarahis, Yakinar, Memeniar, Yakinar. Many Horada, Many Horada, Many Horada, Many Horada. Haramuk Pokusham, Haram Pokusham, Haramuk Pokusham, Equasham, Equasham, the Holy. Going to be honoring the prayer to the four directions.
Yopo, yopo, itane nava. Yopo, yopo, itane nava. Yopo, yopo, itane nava. Pamo noho, pamo itane nava. Yopo, yopo, itane nava. Yopo, yopo, itane nava. Yopo, yopo, itane nava. Pamo noho, pamo itane nava. Yopo, yopo, itane nava. Yopo, yopo, itane nava. Yopo, yopo, itane nava. Pamo noho, pamo huna. We just want to offer a song. We're closely related to the Gabrielino Tongva. We're Fernandino Tatavia. And as we give knowledge, we're here on this place, which is called Yagna. And we'd like to honor all our ancestors, Yahavitam people, people that both walked to San Fernando Mission and San Gabriel Mission. It's an honor to have their presence here spiritually, the ancestors that were before us. We just wanted to offer this song. This is my cousin, Mark Villasenor, and my son, Tomiar Ortega.
Thank you, Rudy. Thank you, Anthony. Let's give him a big aho. Everybody look to your neighbor and say good morning. It's a beautiful day. So we want to continue on with the program. There's been a little changes, but I want to ask a couple of people to come up and speak. It is always protocol to honor, again, our people that come from here, indigenous peoples of these territories. They have not gone anywhere. They are here. And that is part of the recognition that we need to all make every time we wake up and thank the Creator, because we use these resources of the Tongva, the Gabrielino, the Tataviam, and we are all settlers here. We are a guest here. And normally when we are a guest in some place, we usually leave. But some of us have stayed for a long time. And so, honor that. Honor these men and these women who continue on that tradition. We love and we care for them, we respect them, and so let's do so. Anthony, I'm sorry I'm still here, but I will leave soon. My name is Shannon Rivers. I'm Akamir Daotam. I'm from the Gila River Indian community down in Arizona. And I was asked to kind of help MC a little bit, so bear with us. This is a program that is kind of fluid, so we want folks to be patient. Ceremony, if you know anything about ceremony and acknowledgement, it takes a while sometimes. So be patient. Those of you that come from the res, those that have you done ceremony for a long time, it does take patience, so be patient with us. So I want to ask Councilman Mitch O'Farrell to come on up and say a few words. I want to thank this brother for leading the fight and thanking him for all the things that he's doing here in the city of Los Angeles. Councilman?
Thank you so much, Shannon. Good morning, everyone. Mitch O'Farrell of the Wyandotte Nation and Los Angeles City Council member. I have been so honored and blessed, not just to represent the district that I serve on the City Council, but to also be the first City Council member of Native American heritage of a recognized federal tribe, the Wyandottes of Northeast Oklahoma, where my grandfather was chief, and I have other chiefs in my ancestry. And I think everything happens for a reason. I think part of the reason that I exist here in Los Angeles, and I hope I have not worn out my welcome, is that to serve this greater purpose. And working in collaboration with my friends and my brothers and sisters, the accomplishments that we have been able to celebrate recently have come about because of decades of efforts and advocacy and work and prayers and demands, righteous demands, from everyone gathered here today and beyond. Some of my new brothers and sisters, relatively new brothers and sisters, I should say, are the members of the City and County Native American Indian Commission. And I stand with all of you today, Rudy and Chrissy and Tracy and everyone who is a commissioner, because we have collaborated on a lot of things. And our work, we always feel like our work is just beginning. But this is another milestone that we can celebrate. You know, last month we celebrated the first ever Indigenous Peoples Day. in the city's history because we replaced Columbus Day on the city's administrative code. And that's what happens when the first Native American ends up on the Los Angeles City Council. You know, we work together. This community works together to make these things happen. It is a natural progression that on this day, the statue, the symbol of atrocity and oppression and subjugation, also falls. That happens this morning. And I couldn't be more pleased about that. Because what Christopher Columbus and his men encountered when they first landed in what was renamed the West Indies, the Caribbean, between the Taino and the Anahuac, were a people who were so completely evolved with arts and culture and humanity and sharing, and even the accounts of Columbus's log talks about the magnificence of the people he first encountered. So what did he and his men do? Very quickly on that very first landing, they began the enslavement of the people they first encountered. That has resulted, really, and set in motion, the greatest genocide known in human history. Once the Taino and the Arawaks and others were almost completely decimated, but not quite, because their descendants are among us. But because they needed to find more gold and someone to work the plantations, they thus began the great African slave trade. The world has been destabilized since then, but it is up to us, the current generation, to insert a level of harmony and determination to bring this world back into balance. And that's what this is all about. And even though there was a huge level of indifference about the Columbus Day holiday and the man himself, there's ambivalence and there's indifference at this point because the historical record is very clear on what he was responsible for and what he set in motion. But I would argue today, to all of you and to everyone else within earshot, that indifference is not acceptable when you just kind of look past someone who was personally responsible for committing atrocities himself. So this is the beginning of something, a greater awareness, a greater enlightenment that we can all be responsible for. And as I said last month at the celebration of Indigenous Peoples Day, today and this day forward, we are all one tribe, one people. Thank you so much, and may God bless all of us. And let's move forward in the spirit of light and love and determination, because we will prevail. Thank you.